Hey guys, today I'm here to present you with our project. So I guess you guys might realize this screen or recognize this screen from your childhood. Super Mario, the world famous game. So we present to you Mario Reimagined. As the name suggests, the reimagined version breathes a new life into the old game. We have reimagined everything, and the first step was to make everything open world. We have a complete day-night cycle and even dynamic weather, which will be showcased later in the video. As you can see that all the basic features like coin collection, damage, and the various animations of Mario, even the sound animations, or you could say the sounds, the jump sounds, the Goomba stomping sound, have been taken from the old game to maintain consistency and nostalgia. The enemy AI follows you. Simply the Goomba will run around and increase its speed whenever it sees you or whenever you are in its vision cone. So we have multiple terrains, and this one is the desert terrain. As you can see in the far distance, we have some snowy terrains which will be showcased later. All the enemies and the coins have been placed procedurally in the scene using the new PCB draw of Unreal. And we have a working health system and a game over system wherein if you lose all your health, you die. So you have two options, either to load your last save or either to quit to the main menu. So the option won't make much difference because we have implemented a simple save feature in the game wherein it saves your number of coins, the number of hearts you have, and your position in the world, and it will load the position from there itself. The checkpoints are not your ordinary checkpoints, they are more like safe houses or safe zones wherein your health will recover and enemies will disengage you. This is the second terrain that we have, and as the name suggests or the visual suggests, this is a forest terrain. I like to call it grasslands because it's more towards that side of things. In the background you can see Mount Fuji, which has been added as a guide point for the player. It is visible from all the terrains that have been designed in the game. Each terrain has its own unique challenges, and all our models are custom made. We have rigged them using Blender and animated them using Mixamo animations. The sound design has also been carried out manually, wherein we have synced the footsteps and other audio cues with certain actions manually. The landscape, as you can see, is procedural because we have rocks coming out of the steep areas where we have grass on the flatter areas. This is the third terrain, that is the mountains. Like I said, we have a snowy region, so this is the one. As you can see, we have different foliage for every region. Here we have trees covered in snow. In the forest we had normal trees and a lot of grass and flowers. And in the desert, as you can say that in any arid region, there was a lack of foliage, but there were your succulent plants such as cactus. So we also have a fast travel system. Like you can see that I'm jumping from one checkpoint to another. So this is the fast travel system implemented. Now, like I said, that we have dynamic weather, and with that we have regional weather. So in the desert you'll get sandstorms more often than not. This region is a special region that will be showcased towards the end of the video. So, but yeah, as you can read in the name at the bottom left. I'm pretty sure you know what this is. Next up we have the snow blizzard in the mountain regions. As you can see that we have a whole blizzard, and this has been achieved using Niagara systems and linking them to blueprints to manipulate the time and randomness of the various weather effects. So the day-night cycle runs along with the weather effects, and that improves the immersion of the whole game. This is the third regional weather effect, that is the thunderstorm, and as you can see that it's in the forest area. We are using Lumen and Nanite to manage our geometry and lighting, so kudos to Unreal for giving such useful tools. Again, these all effects have all been created using Niagara and blueprints. Next up we have the procedural part of things. All the foliage you see in the game, even the characters like the Goombas you saw in the desert, they are all placed procedurally using the PCG graphs in Unreal 5.2. And this is the nav mesh where the Goombas usually walk, or you could say usually trot. They cannot walk outside of this terrain and they usually stick to this. Next up for the forest thing, we again have a PCG graph, but this is a different kind of graph, wherein you can see that the spline in the middle is following a path, and there is no foliage on that particular path. For the trees and the small, you could say, grass that you can see in the scene, that has again been achieved by using splines for generating the thing. You give a certain area and it will generate the whole foliage or the forest for you. This is a new tool, so there are some bugs and the performance is not that great, but it does the job. Next up we have a procedural landscape material that I have made myself. So this material, again, it has a lot of options. It can support up to 5 different materials, and like you can see that you can change the factor. So the slope determines the areas where you'll show the rock and the grass. For the snow on top of the mountains, I use Blender to generate the masks. Like you can see that this is the short process. I imported the terrain and then I made a mask out of it. Like I said, this is the oasis. This is just for relaxing. We did not add anything here, no enemies, no coins. It's just for sightseeing. The game is still in early development and we'll be making future updates to the game, so stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching.